so we are glad to go back to Fort Pierce to do a survey, but before you go to Fort Pierce to do a survey, we're gonna go to Fort Lauderdale because I just want to check on the calibration of the survey equipment, because it's like Sunday we couldn't do a survey because it says it was raining on the thing, on the weather app, and then yesterday, on Monday, I tried to do the survey. It said it was actually raining at the site. Today it says it's not raining, so I'm gonna go again to Fort Pierce after we go to Fort Lauderdale and see what the check on the calibration of the equipment. Last time I did a survey, it was a little bit off. When we did finally put the information, but we were able to make it work because especially since that survey didn't need topography. But it wasn't working. The actual Geomax wasn't working. So we're gonna go check on that calibration and see if there's anything wrong with it before we go all the way to Fort Pierce, which is over an hour away. If I'm Fort Lauderdale, it would be 2 hours away. So talk to you later.
The way it was calibrated last time, there was no difference between last time and now. So everything looks where it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be. Everything is fine.
Okay, so maybe can I set up in front and like?
Yes, of course.
So I can show the issue. Okay. Yeah, it's hot now. Sorry, just wanted to turn my mobile hotspot on the light so we can. This survey is going to take me at least an hour plus to do. If I can get this, I just need this so I can get these buildings on the side, so I make sure I'm offset on my civil engineering design enough. And once I get this, I will be able to get the buildings, get some trees, get the poles as well. From this point, so I get those poles, trees right there, hydrant, all that matters in the design. Get the proper location of the culverts, I'll probably do that with the stick, but this is loading. People like to pass by and just stare. What is that person doing? Okay. That's how helpful these people are. Like, just call me back when you're set up. Okay. I need you to help me set up. But reboot's always the best method. Says receiver not found. Why can't I buy something that's on? It's on. It's just supposed to be connecting to receiver. And it says receiver not found. It's so frustrating. Okay. And Eric, you just told me to work hard for reboot. I told him this has never happened before. We can try it again. Reboot this instead. So you see, lights are on. So everything's on. It was working earlier. We saw at the. It's working earlier. Everything is set, please saying. Go to survey points, connecting to it. The lights on. So you're not found. That's a nice little black neighborhood. That black person seems like. I don't know. I'm gonna just start a new job. So you see the lights are on. I have no idea why this isn't working. I'm gonna delete this job. Start your job. Okay, now it's connected. It's connected now. See, this is why I hate this system. Their system sucks. Like, it says it's just connecting now. It's connected. That took almost like fucking forever. Wait, survey points. It took way too freaking long. Hopefully this equipment's not the best. It's connecting to this. It's right there. Yeah. Now it's on float. I'll give him I'll call him in a second when it's fixed. What I want to do is get, because there's usually a method to get a more precise measurement. Right now it's on fixed, but we need this to, like, if I just click this, it's gonna get the instantaneous point. We want it to calculate, do the calculations for a couple seconds before it gives us the elevation. So, calling support, which is just one guy who now works remotely, even though we were there this morning to get that answer.
Sorry, lost you.
Hey, John. Okay, so now I'm trying to figure out how to make it measure more precisely. Or go ahead.
So just go to advanced average, like on the survey menu.
Mm-hmm.
What are my choices?
So go to. So you mean go to the GNSS survey, like the menu, the.
On survey menu.
Yeah, I see the map.
I mean, you know where it says job, surveys take out?
Okay, yeah.
What are my choices under survey?
Okay, let me go back. So, jobs, under survey, survey points, advanced averages. Is that what you're talking about?
Advanced average.
Okay, advanced average. Okay. From there?
Yeah. So in that screen, what do you see?
Antenna height, 6.5. Time on point, 60 seconds.
You just have 6.5?
The antenna height is 6.562.
Yeah, 6.562, correct.
Time on point, 60 seconds. Session to execute, 5. Pause between sessions, 10.
Wait, say that one more time. Time on point, 60 seconds?
Yeah, 60, yeah.
Okay, and then how many repeated?
Sessions to execute, 5. Pause between sessions, 10.
Okay. So the key to shooting good elevation is not only taking a lot of shots on a point, but it's also giving some time for the satellites to move, and then you shoot it again. That's what that pause is all about.
Okay.
So you can try. See, a lot of times surveyors will shoot a point, and they'll come back 15 minutes later and shoot it again. Kind of does like a weighted average, where you take like 100 shots on the point.
Okay.
So you could try that, and just have it pause and do a couple sessions,
I'm just trying to get my front side and back side. You want me to wait 15 minutes between my front and back?
I'm sorry?
You want me to wait 15 minutes between my front and back sight?
Just like if you're putting a point, on the street, you really should, it would be good to shoot, point 1, setup point, backside point, point 2, do like 100 shots for each under advanced averaging, and then to come back and wait, and then shoot those point numbers as the same point number again, and it'll do like a weighted average, but the satellites will be in a different position. So it just gives you added confidence, in measurement.
So there's no way to leave it here while I go do something else. I have to.
You can. You just look at the weight in between sessions, increase that time for advanced averaging.
So I have to. Yeah.
You'd have to put it on a bipod.
Thank you.
Set it up. Let it do its averaging.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Someone is asking me questions. I'm on the side of the street. So you want me to? You're telling me to do this, get this point, then pull out my notebook, do the averages of those points, and then that's the number I should go with.
Well, it'll do it itself. It'll do if you call it the same point number. If you shoot it the same point number, it'll average that point automatically.
So it's leader. I could measure.
It's going to do its thing.
Why is it disconnecting RTK?
To the end, it'll kind of like.
Why the fuck is it doing that? Okay. It said something about RTK disconnecting.
Yeah, it disconnects and it's going to reconnect again.
Okay. And now it's going to do its next session.
Yeah.
Okay. And it disconnects completely, and it goes to float.
Yeah.
Right now it's on the red. So it's going to go to float, and then it's going to fix again. It's going to do another 60 seconds, 5 times.
Yeah.
Or how many times it wants until I stop it.
Well, you tell it how many times.
Okay. I didn't pay attention to what the maximum number it is, but I assume it was 5 because you said I said something about 5 sessions or whatever.
Well, you just said it's what you want. Ideally, I like to take 2 shots in the street, maybe take 100 shots on them. Then do some field note work, do some busy work, and shoot them again after 10 to 15 minutes later. That'll give you nice confidence.
Okay. Okay. So I'll leave it. I'll leave this one here. Go to and measure my front and back sight. I was measuring my front sight, then come back again. Set it to 0.100 and measure it again.
Yeah. And if it's really precise, I mean, people will, static observe points for 30 minutes, or, finding a benchmark and, leveling to it. I mean, I know that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like a range of V of like 0.188, which is crazy. Just like, because it's just sitting here.
Are you connecting to MSM4 near? What's your accuracy? What's the green dot say for horizontal, vertical?
Let me see. Let me click on it. It did say RTK. RTK floats. It's not letting me click in. Okay. Let me press. Should I press stop or pause? Stop. Stop. Stop and store data. Store. Accept.
GPS inherently is going to have a 10th. That's the best you're going to get on a network.
Yeah, a 10th?
Yeah, you got 500s on usually between 3 and 500s on the horizontal. And vertical is always
0.1?
0.1.
That's wild for this. I guess I'm used to less.
That's RTK. I mean, that's the convenience of using a network at any location at any time. You can get within seconds. So you got to do more static. You got to take way more shots and more time to get that down.
Okay, and there's not a way to like just. I guess because I'm like, I know you know what I'm talking about with magnet field. It has a method where you could just increase the time and do press precise, and then like there's a precise button and then there's like a measure button. You could just press it and then you leave it there for 20 seconds and it gives like 60 seconds and it gives you a more accurate measurement.
Well, that's what we're doing. So,
but it takes longer. It just takes longer with this one.
No, it's not. This is physics. This is not con or
Yeah. I only have that to compare to. That's why I'm asking. Because I'm like.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you, between all the manufacturers, you've got to give it time for the satellites to move.
Okay.
To get a more accurate position.
Okay.
It just takes time. So the most accurate way to survey is when we do static, when we log data, static processing. You guys sit out there for hours, just let the GPS just roll. They take a shot every 10 seconds. They do that for 2 hours. I mean, that's how we get precise positioning. It just takes time. There's no other way around it.
Gotcha.
So that's called post-processing. So that's what you're doing. Now, I like Geomax. It has this nice app that says, okay, great. I want 5 sessions. I want you to wait 5 minutes in between each session. I want you to take 100 shots, and it does it automatically. You just say go.
Okay.
You can leave it.
It's on It's on MSM4 near.
Is that what it's set to?
Yeah, I had to go back to the stack.
Yeah. Yeah.
So advanced averages. So sessions to execute. That means it's going to do 60 seconds 5 times, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I go back to 100. That's been a little bit of time. It's not going to override it. It's just going to keep averaging that 100 out.
It's just going to keep averaging, and that's what it's about. So,
Okay, no problem.
I've sat out there for 4-hour occupation. When we're putting in second order monuments, you just sit out there with lawn chair and umbrella. It's called post processing.
Okay, no problem. I'll just get your emails.
and check in on benches too. I mean, obviously, go to Layman's and check in on benches and see how you're doing. And obviously, in the morning time, you're going to get much better results than in the afternoon.
Yeah, I think because I went to the office, I think I can get impromptu help.
Yeah, you gotta call me there or make an appointment. There's people there that they're not trained. And
Yeah, I thought it was a calibration issue, but it wasn't.
Well, I think we checked your robot, but the way to do your robot is just to set a point in the street, do a 200-foot backside, and then swap positions. Set up on your backside and shoot your setup point and see what the deviation is.
That's what I was. So what I was telling him is that, like, okay, I do my front and back. They have they're off by the point 0.1 or whatever with the tolerances. But then I shoot my I keep going, like, because I start with the front and back. Then I keep going down the road, and I'm not using GPS like in between, but I still am off by by the same elevation, which is like, okay, that makes no sense to me.
It's inherently starting with at least a 10 to 1200 vertically. I mean, that's what you're starting with GPS.
Okay. So you don't.
Unless we do more advanced averaging and things like that, what Magnet described with this app is doing. You're just taking time and taking more shots and doing isolated averages.
Okay. Okay then. I will let it run for the two more sessions, and then I will move to the next one, and hopefully I just give it 10, 15 minutes each.
Yeah, for sure. Especially things afternoon in the summertime.
Okay, so because where the satellites are, because of, yeah,
big time
daylight savings, all of that, like
interference.
Mm-hmm.
There's way more RF interference in the atmosphere. The ionosphere is all charged up with the sun, so definitely, if it's a critical job, get out there early in the morning and start doing these weight averages in the morning. Because in the summertime, goodness, you can be on 210s easy. Thunderstorms and other things that you don't see. They're 10 miles away.
right.
So, and then obviously the most precise way to do it is our customers a lot of times will buy a base and they'll put the base on a known monument.
Oh yeah.
Your baseline is only like, your baseline is only like maybe 3,000 feet. And then you're much tighter. And that's how they do a lot of construction stakeout.
Okay. Okay. Well, I see that the range is.
Leaving receiver on a point.
I see that the range is increasing or decreasing a lot more with doing this. So I'll let her ride and.
Okay, just gotta get used to that app, the session, the waiting in between, and
yeah. I get to know who Gladys is.
But,
I'm gonna find that out right now.
There's no GPS meeting, there's no magic bullet. It's just time.
Okay.
With the network and with satellites.
Okay. I guess the other surveys because of the, I would just go super early in the morning so I can get the rest of my day. That's why I didn't notice the difference. And plus, like, yeah.
Super, definitely, because GPS is a dynamic system.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it.
Okay, so I'll work on this. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
We're set up. Today's been a long day. I went from, and I'm narrating throughout, like I went from this morning, I go to the surveying spot to find some surveying, like for them to calibrate my equipment. They said that's not possible. They said that there's nothing wrong with the equipment. Then I show them like the issue that I'm running into. First person, I didn't know what to do. They don't do that. So they gave it to the second person. The second person says they don't even know how to handle this equipment. He came outside, we talked, and he told me to call someone. He told me that like basically going all the way to freaking Fort Lauderdale, and which is an hour south of where I am, just to find the equipment, just to like figure out with them was stupid, because now the person that sold the equipment is 100% remote. So he was like, oh, just call him. And so I have to figure it out virtually with him. I was like, why everyone was remote, and it's like, this is not a remote job. Showing someone how to use survey equipment is not a remote job. Then I called him while I'm out in this field, and it takes like, it's not really like real. He just says, okay, he just kept repeating the same thing over and over again. And eventually I just like, okay, I saw it eventually, but he was repeating the same thing. I said I had to go back on the tablet just to see what he was talking about. And I finally figured it out. And I was able to calibrate and like get the smallest averages of the point of the backside and the front side. And that's what that helped with the reducing the error and us getting a more accurate front and back side. I'm able to get a accurate front side and back side with Geomax now, and now that equipment issue is solved. So I guess like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know, there's not, I wish there was like more on the internet about like how to use their equipment. The only way you can know how to use their equipment is by calling them or having some type of contact with the company, and that's hard to do. And if they're all virtual, what the heck? You're paying like $30,000+ for this equipment, and it comes with no real instruction manual. Whatever, I'll be you guys' instruction manual. Just learn through my mistakes. So like, comment, subscribe, because there's gonna be tons of these. Bye.